Hey guys, it's me, DB, and I got a couple of things to say at the moment. I'm very frustrated. Uh, as many of you know, I moved from Florida to Seattle, and during that move, a lot of stuff happened that really irritated me, such as some baggage fees that needed to be paid because 2 extra pounds. I get it. It's a policy. It's a policy. Uh, but what I don't get is some of my stuff sustained damage, and I'm not being helped by the company that caused the damage. And I'm talking about Frontier Airlines. Okay? You know, uh, I've compiled a video and a couple of recordings of this situation that I'm hoping to get some attention on, because it makes no sense. So, how it happened was I take my flight from Orlando to Seattle. It had an overlay flight over in Las Vegas. And when I got to my first flight at the gate, they told me, hey, we got to put your carry on, your bag that's supposed to go to the overhead bin, put it underneath the plane, and it'll get there because there's supposedly no space in the overhead bin because they had an estimated amount of people that's going to take too much space. Keep that word in mind, estimated. When I got into that flight, there was so much space in those overhead compartments. My bag could have been up there, and we could not have the situation. But I was told that I would be refused a flight if I don't place my bag underneath the plane. Mind you, I've been planning this trip for a minute, and I'm not going to spend half a month in Orlando when I don't have a job and I have an apartment over in Seattle. That makes no sense. So you guys gotta understand. It's just I'm feeling with frustration right now. Uh, so they take my bag, mind you, no damage. My laptop's working. My PlayStation is fine, and there's no tears in my bag. Keep that in mind. No tears in my bag. Uh, so he takes my bag. They put this little pink slip on it, and I'm letting him know, hey, it's fragile. It's a fragile thing. There's fragile technology in there. Don't be an asshole. Help me out, dude. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I had no attitude with anybody there that day. I'm just very frustrated now. Uh, so I see him place on a ticket AUS, which is Austin Airport. I told him, no, I'm going to Seattle. That's SEA. He rewrites it. Okay, fine. But he doesn't check the fragile option. And that's very important. I got to Las Vegas, layover flight, cool. Waited there an hour, got on my new flight. Got to Seattle. And when I got back down to the baggage claim area, my technology bag was indeed the first bag down that chute. But it was upside down, where the screens and everything are facing. And there are two huge tears in my bag. I lost a couple of things. My PlayStation sustained damage. Yes, indeed. I still play with it. Yes, it still works. Luckily. But it did sustain outer damage. And my gaming laptop, that $2,000 gaming laptop, is broken. The screen feels flimsy when you open it up. None of the buttons are responsive. And I made a claim at the airport. I made a claim with their Frontier desk. I was told that I was going to be called in a couple of weeks. Was not given an invoice number or a damage number, as they want to claim. And I'm waiting 2 months. I'm like, hey, so what's going on? I call and they tell me, yeah, uh, we can't help you. Mind you, this is the customer service number specifically for damaged bags. And they clearly say it on customer service. They're like, press 4 for damaged bags. So they come up and tell me, hey, we can't do anything over the phone. But call these two other airports that is not even Seattle. They're telling me to call the Orlando airport and the Las Vegas airport for this situation. It mind you, they said we cannot help over the phone, but they want me to call two other airports to get it resolved over the phone. Again, this is not edited video. This is not edited audio. This is exactly what happened. If you guys can help me, make this blow up, please, because this makes no sense. Sorry, guys, but till the next time we play video games, all right? Check the video out. It is currently 3:27. I just got off my flight with Frontier from Las Vegas to here. It's supposed to be fragile. They didn't even put fragile on here. There's fragile stuff up in this bitch. And look how they fucking did this. Bruh.
Yes, I do see it now. Okay. Daniel, this is about your bag, right?
Yes, ma'am. A bag and a couple of items that
Mm-hmm.
got damaged. I reported this at the airport, at the Frontier desk at the airport, when I got to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I was
Okay.
told that someone was gonna call me within a couple of weeks, and no one did. This was about 2 months ago. I'm a little frustrated, uh, because it's almost $3,000 in damages, and this gentleman is telling me to call the airport. That's gonna then turn around and tell me to call you guys.
Okay. I completely understand. Well, to be honest with you, I mean, for your devices to be damaged, definitely not acceptable. I mean, was it carry on or check in?
It was supposed to be a carry-on. They forced me to place it underneath the plane. So the situation went like this over
But
from
did
Orlando to
you
Seattle.
did you let them know that
Oh
did you let
yes,
them know that you were actually carrying?
yes, ma'am. So on the 27th, coming from Orlando to Seattle, the first flight, I got to the gate and they told me, "Hey, there is supposedly no space in the overhead bin." That was a complete lie. There was plenty of space for my bag up in the overhead bin. Uh, they forced me to place my bag with the technology underneath the plane, or I wouldn't be on that flight. And mind you, I was already planning this flight for a couple of months. Uh, and as they're taking my bag, I'm letting them know, "Hey, I'm going to Seattle." The first guy wrote Austin, Texas on the ticket. I had to stop him and say, "Hey, I'm going to Seattle." Uh, and I also informed them, "Hey, it's fragile. Please do not toss it around. This is just technology in here. A lot of delicate stuff." When I received the bag back, uh,
there's two tears, two holes on each side of the bag that wasn't there before. My gaming laptop, the $2,000 gaming laptop, uh, suffers some damage because it doesn't want to turn on. The screen doesn't want to turn on. It doesn't want to be responsive. My PlayStation sustained damage. They broke off
Mm-hmm.
a panel on the system, and I'm very frustrated. I reported this at the airport. I let them know. I even got a video of me getting the bag back, you know and this is not acceptable to be told, yes, here, have this phone number, call this airport, and the airport is going to help you out. No, that's not how it works, because the airport is going to tell me call the parent company, which is, unfortunately, right now, Frontier.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I totally understand, Danielle, especially that this has got to do with your expensive devices, right? So frustration is completely valid. But if I'm not mistaken, this was June 27. And with the baggage policy that we have, to be honest with you, to make things easy for our passengers, we are not able to. Well, I can check the status if you have filed a claim, but we would highly suggest for you to contact, let's say, our airport personnel. And you have been provided with phone numbers, right? Have you tried contacting or dialing the numbers that have been provided?
No, I was just told to call the airport like almost an hour ago. I've been on hold for almost an hour.
Mm-mm. Okay. How many numbers have you dialed so far?
I've right now just this one.
Yeah.
Because again, I've
Okay.
reported this at the airport. They told me someone was gonna call me, and no, and now that I'm coming to find out,
Okay.
apparently nobody filed it in. So, so,
Okay. I understand. Daniel,
so,
I want you
so,
to stay on the
so,
line. Let me just
so
see
I'm
what I can do out further, okay? I want you to stay on the line.
yeah, but what I'm understanding is I'm being deliberately played with right now because
Of course, I don't
s-
want you to feel that way. That's why I want to make sure that I will be able to do everything, every way possible to help you. Okay? So for now, I want you to stay on the line. Let me just check with different departments of what we can do further. Okay? Hang on.
oh great. You yourself said that you guys can't do anything over the phone. Yet you guys are making me
That is
call.
correct.
You guys are making me call two other airports over the phone for them to do something. Does that make sense to
Yeah,
you?
because the number that I'm about to give you is specifically for baggage office, and we are customer service.
Yes,
So we do
customer
have
service to the
specific department.
this is the customer service to the airline that I
But
use to get over here.
yes,
So
yes,
you got,
but we do have a specific department for baggage
but
alone.
you're going back on your word. You guys said that you guys can't do anything over the phone. Yet you guys are expecting me to do something over the phone with two other airports when it's the parent company's situation.
Well, if you okay, I do respect that, and your frustration is completely valid, Daniel.
But
So if you refuse
listen
to
to the
follow
reason.
the rules, there's
Listen to
really
what you're
nothing I
saying.
can do.
You said that you guys can't do anything over the phone, but you're asking me to to call and get stuff resolved over the phone with two other airports. What sense does that make?
Again, we do have specific departments, so it would be better if this will address with the correct department. But if you insist for me to help you, then I'll be more than willing to do that. But I have already exhausted every possible way I can to help you. It's just that this is the last option that we have. So if you refuse to call them, I will totally respect that. I'm just telling you right now, there's nothing I can do.
All right. So you as a representative of Frontier are telling me that you guys
Mm-hmm.
are not willing to help me out.
I did not say we are not willing to help you out. We are trying
It's
everything that we can to help you
but
out.
your words,
So there's a
your
different,
words are that we
if
can't
that's
do.
how you interpret it, Daniel, then I respect that. If
But
that's how you
ma'am,
interpret the words
your
that I'm
words
saying.
said that you guys cannot do anything over the phone.
Okay, if
and you're
that's how you
telling me to
understand it,
call
I will
someone
respect it.
else.
Mm-hmm, that is correct.
So so again, you as a representative of Frontier are telling me you guys are not willing to help me out.
I did not say we are not willing to help. We are giving you options to make
You're
sure that this
giving me
will
an
be
option
resolved.
that you guys already said you're not gonna do. Resolve things over the phone.
Okay, if that's how you understand it, Daniel, I will definitely
It's not that
respect
how I
that.
understand it. It's your English. We're speaking the same language. You just said. All right. I,
Okay, so
I
there's nothing else I can do here. I believe you do have the phone number. I will not take so much of your time. Again, your frustration is completely valid, Danielle. I wish I can do more, but again, there's nothing I can do. Thank you so much for the understanding and the patience. Have a great day.